Welcome or welcome back to Watch Advisor on YouTube. It's Alexander speaking, your host, and on your screen you see the SIN 105 Sierra Tango, Sierra Alpha UTC watch, a sporty watch with a second zone time indication on the bezel. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell to get our latest notifications. This 200-meter waterproof diver just won the Red Dot Product Design Award 2021 and is made out of a bead-blasted stainless steel case. Features a rotating bezel, as you see here, with a 24-hour indication. And this bezel is made out of black, has a black hard coating on a Tegimen technology basis, so is almost unscratchable. That's a technology SIN uses quite often to protect its cases or bezels in this case. And as you already saw it clearly, the watch features a second hour hand in a very prominent color, orange, and with this second hour hand you may indicate a second zone time. You either turn the bezel, I will show you this of course, or you adjust the hour hand by unscrewing the crown and positioning it to the hour you want. So let me go into details and really show you the watch. Just before I start, I want to clearly say again that the pointer you will see in this video is absolutely not able to scratch your watch, since it is made out of plastic, and you can buy this by, you see it here on your screen, Bergeron Swiss made, and it features the product number 7010 on the Bergeron side. You can buy these pointers and they're made out of plastic and cannot scratch your watch. Because I'm saying this because I've got so many comments, you're scratching the watch, you are rude, blah, blah, blah. So it's no, impossible, plastic. Okay, now 41 millimeters is the diameter of the case. The thickness is, here it is, thickness 11.9 millimeter. The lug-to-lug distance measured from one end of the lug to the other lug is 46 millimeter. In between the lugs, you have 20 millimeters, and that bracelet is tapering only a little bit down to 18 millimeter in the clasp, in the folding clasp, so 20 to 18. It's not really tapering, only a little bit. The watch features a sapphire crystal that has been treated, anti-reflective treated on both sides, on the front and the case back. Yep, you can see the Sellita movement through the case back, and the sapphire crystal here has an anti-reflective treatment on the inner side. Yep. Screw down crown, yes, I said it before, the case is waterproof 200 meters, and the watch has that bezel that can be used to show a second zone time. If you wish, please say zone time and not time zone, even if many watch companies, even SIN does it, calls the watch a time zone watch. A time zone is a geographic description of an area you live in. For instance, I live in the time zone of Paris, and in the time zone of Paris we have a zone time, a time that is correlated to the time zone, and this is UTC +1 in winter and UTC +2 in summer. So this is a zone time indication, and yes, you may turn it in both sense if you want. And I've been setting it to 10 past 10, as I always do, to make the watch smile at you. And you see here, it's synchronized now 10 o'clock, the second zone time. And if you wish to set it, let's say, to 4 o'clock, you can either turn the bezel, you have now 4 o'clock as the second time in your desired or wished time zone, or the second possibility is, and this is what I will show you next, is to unscrew the crown and start the procedure through the crown. Let me unscrew that crown you see here. It's perfectly possible with gloves. That's always a good sign, because you should, if you are not aware how strange everything feels when you wear gloves, you should once try to wear gloves and manipulate your watch, and then you will understand why sometimes I'm really yes, a little bit you're upset with me, myself, and my not existing feeling in between my fingertips, etc., how I do and can manipulate the watch. But okay, never mind, that's how it is. You can, of course, wind the watch. This is first position. It's an automatic, of course, but you can wind. And now comes the thing, second position. Depending on the direction you turn, you will either change the date, as you see here. You change the date in the one sense, and in the other sense, you change the position of that second hour hand. You see that? You can change it in 1 hour steps. So if you want to set, when traveling, a new time in a location where you are, your local time, you have two possibilities. Either you do it here and you continue reading your home time through the main hour hand, and you will read your local time not as you are used to on a 2 times 12-hour scale, but on a 1 times 24-hour scale. That is that little difference. So if you want to do it that way, you will have to adjust or adapt to the fact that you will read the hours from a 24-hour scale. Then you can use the watch without stopping it. And in case you want to set home time with the orange hour hand, you will have to stop the watch. That's, yeah, I know, I can hear some of you saying, oh, but that's not a real UTC GMT watch. Yes, that's correct. Normally what should happen if you go into the second position is that the second hand continues to swipe over the dial, and it does not. As you see, I pulled out the crown in the second position and you saw it stopped. So now what you can do, of course, is you can do any settings as you want and bring the watch in or the hour hands, the 2 hour hands in any of the desired positions you want, or indicate any of the time you want, the zone times you want. But, the disadvantage is you now again need a reference to reset the watch. So this is a bit a pity, but it is due to the fact that it is powered by a Sellita 330.2. That's a movement that is based on an ETA movement, and this movement has not the possibility to set the main hour hand in 1 hour steps and to keep the second hour hand linked to the movement in the second position. So it's the other way around, but okay, it's a possibility, but I do find it a little bit disappointing that with all these watches that feature these kind of movements, I do find it a little bit disappointing that you have to stop it. The watch is accurate. It is a regulated mechanical movement that will really be accurate in between -6 + 4 seconds, COSC certified, etc. So this watch is not COSC certified, but it is regulated to COSC rules, so -4 + 6 seconds. But you have to be aware of the fact that you need a reference time, so you need to pick out your cell phone or whatsoever, and you need a time signal to reset the watch. That's how it is. And also, please note, to make that clear, you will only be able to rotate the second hour hand in one sense clockwise, not counterclockwise, because if you see here, the only rotating sense of that hand is, of course, clockwise. I will bring it back to 10 o'clock to reset my little watch here. There we go. And if you are rotating the crown in the other sense, you will adjust the date. And you see here, it will forward. Of course, it's the second hand swiping exactly over that little window when I want to show you something. Goodbye, Mr. Second Hand. Now let's continue here, 4 and so on. So I will quickly run you through until you can see these digits. The disc is perfectly matching the color of the dial, so there's absolutely no color difference. Very well done by Sinn. I love it, and I really don't like if you have these white date discs on a black dial. It looks horrible. But okay, well done. We have the 14th, the 15th, 16th, and so on. Now we come to the 20th, and I will quickly adjust to the 28th again, where I started. There it is. And now what you do, you pull in the crown. This is the first position where you, in theory, can wind the watch. You pull in, and then you screw down the crown. And the case is again waterproof up to 200 meters. The watch head is bead blasted stainless steel, as of course is the entire bracelet. The Sinn comes with, but it can be also worn alternatively with a leather strap or a Velcro strap or whatever you want to. But this is the way as they want or designed the watch to be worn, with that bracelet, stainless steel bracelet, completely matte surface. There's nothing polished on the watch. The links and exterior, interior side, everything is matte. So let me show you the folding clasp with a security. You open the security, then you can open the folding clasp, and here you are. And since this is a diving watch, yes, there is of course the possibility to adjust the length. You see here, you can open this mechanism, then you gain enough extra length to wear that Sinn, if you want, on a diving suit or whatever it might be. So you gain, this is the length you gain. Let me show you, it is some 32 millimeters. You gain enough if you want to wear it on a diving suit, and yeah, that's what you need as a diver. Here you see, that's that mechanism. You slide in, you click it in, and then it's closed again. And of course you can, if you want, need, do some adjustments here. This is a pin. What you need is a little tool like this. It's, by the way, a part, you see here the name Sinn comes with it, so you get that tool. You just push the pin, then you slide it in the clasp, forward and backward, diagonally. You turn it around, you do the same, you push on the pin and you slide it, and then you can do some micro adjustments. After more or less dismantling the bracelet, or less taking it apart, you are now able to have a full view on the Sellita SW330.2. That's a movement that is based on an ETA 2898. And since I didn't say it before, the movement or the caliber features a power reserve of 42 hours. That's the typical power reserve this 2898 ETA movement had in the past. Interesting was something I discovered when I was going into with a magnifying glass in there. And funny enough, the Sellita is actually engraving the production date on one of the plates, on the main plates, so you can really see when you take your magnifying glass when this movement was manufactured. And this movement was manufactured in May 2020. And features also a slot, a number of the slot where it came out of, and it is 166. So you can clearly see by identifying the movement when it was produced, and etc., etc. So you can really follow back the entire history of the movement. That's quite cool. I have not seen that before, but it seemed to be new that Sellita is doing this. I learned also, and yeah, it's written here, MD, manufacturing date, and yep. Okay, so this was the view. Then what do we see on the back? You have the indication of 20 bar, automatic. This is the reference, indicating this is the serial number, the serial number. You have SIN, you have the word Edelstahl for stainless steel, and wasserdicht means waterproof, and you have the 20 bar, so this is what's written on the case back. If you need to do some length adjustments to the entire bracelet, SIN delivers with the watch a hex key. You have a hex key it comes with, and this is the hex key. You need to open the pins here. You need two of them. You hold on, you block it on the one side, and you unscrew on the other side. I think we can just do this here and show you. So you see I've been unscrewing, and yeah, you see it very easily. There we go. No rocket science. So everybody can do this. And now you're able, yes, to dismantle. You see here the screw comes out, and you are able to dismantle the bracelet. I will just push in here. Here it comes. Let me show you from the other side. Here you see, and I'm really taking it out now. So here it is. I've been dismantling it through a hex key, and yeah, what you can do then, you can really start dismantling, taking out some links, putting back in some links. It's easily done, and once you have achieved the length you want, SIN is really, yeah, taking care of you. They deliver in German eine Schraubensicherung, a thread locking. So you apply a little bit of it on the pin, and then it is glued together, holding. It will not open up unless you again use the tools I've just been showing you. There it is. I just wanted to quickly show you 1.5 hex key, and yeah, then you dismantle, and you can take out the pin that you clearly see here on the picture. Yep. And to do the same, you will block from the other side, hold it, you will screw, and then you will be able to fit in links if necessary. Are there also half links? No, they're not. It's only the full links you can take out. So the links do have the same dimension all through the bracelet. So you see it's always the same type of link. There are no kind of half links. So you will have to really figure out how to find the right positioning on your wrist. I have just been taking out 3 of the links, as you can see here, including the pins and all the stuff that goes with it, out of the length of the bracelet to adjust it to my wrist size. Wrist size is 17 centimeter, and what you will see next is a wrist shot, and you will see how perfectly, really perfectly, this SIN fits on my wrist. This is how it looks like. You see 41 millimeter is the diameter, and the so-called lug-to-lug distance is 46. Yep, perfectly sits on my wrist, I would say. That's how it looks like. And the stainless steel, completely matte, on a matte surface. The stainless steel bracelet with a complete matte surface. That's how it looks like. Very nice, excellent readability due to the high contrast you have with that deep black dial that absorbs literally the light, and in contrast the orange second hour hand, and of course the second hand, the hour hand, and the minute hand, and the indexes. Yep, perfect readability, also I would say in bad light conditions. And of course we do have a lume shot. Please just stay tuned. We will also give you the lume shot. There it is. The bezel, yep, also matte surface, so you can perfectly read the second zone time. Actually, I set the watch, yes, as I always do, to make it smile to you. 10 + 10, plus the second hour hand is pointing at 10 o'clock, basic setting. So once again, let me show this. Sinn, here the logo, the Sinn logo engraved on the folding clasp. And yeah, this is how the watch looks on my wrist. So now comes a little secret that I share with you, but please don't tell anyone. I have been taking off the massive stainless steel bracelet and replacing it with a NATO strap I just recently bought in Paris when I was filming the exhibition of Jaeger-LeCoultre, Jaeger-LeCoultre. You have probably seen our video. I was in my favorite store in Paris who has a immense, huge choice of NATO straps called Mr. Chrono. And I always buy some to fit them to my watches. And I bought this black, excellently looking, high quality NATO strap, and I just exchanged it. And I have to say, oh, this is so cool. Oops, but don't tell anyone. It's a little secret in between me and you. But in the comment section, let me know what you think. What is the favorite look of this Sinn 105? Would you wear it with the NATO, as you see it right now, or would you probably prefer to wear it with the brushed surface, with the stainless steel bracelet, with that matte surface, brushed surface? Yeah, excellent quality, woven, very soft NATO, looking gorgeous, I have to say, gorgeous. Sinn is not offering this watch with a NATO, but with a leather strap as an alternative. And yeah, if someone from Sinn sees this, maybe you should think about having it as an alternative. Yeah, the watch, as I said it before, has just gotten the Red Dot Award, a product design award, and was awarded for its cool industrial look, a look that where a form follows function. And yeah, look how this NATO looks gorgeous. But don't tell anyone, the secret between me and you. I just decided to do the extra of this video with that, in my humble opinion, very cool looking NATO. What I still owe you before I say goodbye and ask you to leave your comments and to ask your questions is the price of the watch. And the price is, of course, you will pay with the bracelet you saw, and not with the NATO. The price, depending on where you are buying the watch, always in US dollars, is in Europe it's 2017 US dollars. In the US it's $2,150. In Asia it's $2,135, and in Australia $2,352 US dollars. Always prices in US dollars. That's what Sinn gave me, so it's comparable for you. And as always with Sinn, the best way to buy the watch is in Frankfurt, directly at the headquarters, to pass by and maybe also visit the workshops and have a look and share some time there, and to take the watch along with you after you rediscovered Sinn and their workshop. So, okay, the prices I mentioned, just to repeat that once again, are of course with the stainless steel bracelet. This NATO is not from Sinn, it's one I bought myself, so there's no price for it. You just can buy it on top. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for today. Stay safe and sound, and see you soon back here on Watch Advisor on YouTube.